We're gonna make some beer battered walleye. I've got my walleye fillets. They are dried. They are lightly salted. I've got 2 cups of flour. I am going to add a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of garlic powder, right in there, as well as a tablespoon of baking powder and a 1/3 cup of cornstarch. Get that nice and level, mix it all together, make sure the ingredients are all combined nicely. And now, important part, take your can of beer, pour it in there. You're gonna want this to be like a pancake batter. Usually about 1.5 cans. Just depends on what kind of beer I have around. So there's the half, much better. All right, we finally got our pancake batter consistency. Nice. I'm getting my cast iron pan all heated up. Not sponsored by Lodge, sadly. So I am going to add about 1/2 inch of oil to this pan and heat it until it reaches about 365 degrees Fahrenheit. Also doing homemade chips with this fish and chips recipe. I just sliced some potatoes up, soaked them to get the starch off them, dried them. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, a tiny bit of onion powder, put them in the air fryer at about 380 for 15 to 20 minutes, and we'll have some homemade chips to go with our walleye. While I'm waiting for the oil to heat up, before I forget, you can put your oven on at 250 to keep the fillets warm and still not overcooked if you're making a whole bunch for a big bunch of people. So just throw your oven on at 250 degrees Fahrenheit, put them on a plate with paper towel, and they'll stay nice and warm in there. My oil is almost nice and hot. Before I batter these guys, I'm going to lightly dust them in flour. I find it just helps the batter stick to them better. I'm gonna batter them and put them right into the oil. So like straight from the batter, right to the oil. We're not losing any of that goodness. Let a little bit run off and then right into the oil. You're gonna wanna do about 8 minutes per side, depending on the size of your fillet.